Jump scare.
Do you want your full sweatshirt?
Okay, please move all the way to the right, filling all available seats. We're gonna get as many lovely guests on board this tram. And again, hi, my name is Eric. I'm gonna be a tour guide today. And you're gonna need 3D glasses on the tour. If you don't have 3D glasses, raise your hands in the air like you do not have a pair. And our studio tour ambassadors will get a pair to you right away. You're gonna need them twice, but you don't need them now. You don't have to wear these 3D glasses. I'll tell you when to put them on. If you have them on, take them off. You'll see the whole world around you is in 3D. What? If you have anyone in your party whose feet don't touch the ground, like small children or small boyfriends, please move those little ones in short kings to the center of the tram now. It's for their safety. And folks, our driver just came on board. Make some noise for Jessica! Woo! Jessica's awesome. Gonna get us around safely, all 400. There you go. Banana. Well, very good, y'all. This is gonna be a good tour. Jessica and I are not alone. We have a co-host. You might recognize them. It's Mr. Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, hey there. You made it. Welcome to the Universal Studio Tour. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'll be making sure that you get through this experience in one piece. You've got the very best guide.
Eric.
And the greatest driver.
Jessica.
They're the best. I love them. Even though
Eric.
owes me $5.
What?
I know you guys are excited to get on the tour, but first, a few safety rules.
Yes, just a few rules to go over. First, if you need guest assistance, if you have a medical emergency, if you drop something of value off the side of the tram, or if you have any major sound or video issues, reach up and grab the red emergency cord that runs along the center of the ceiling of the tram, and I'll be back to help as soon as it is safe to do so. Otherwise, during the tour, please remain seated. Keep your hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times. The studio is private property, and if at any time during the tour you drop your phone or you need to use a restroom, pull the red cord above you to get my attention, and I'll be back to help. There is no smoking of any kind during the tour, and be prepared. Our tour today features loud noises, sudden tram movements, fire effects, and many, I repeat, many water effects. You want to have your phones and cameras out for pictures, but keep an eye on them so they don't get wet. There is no flash photography on the tour, and finally, for your safety and those around you, please do not use selfie sticks while on board the tram. And on your left, look at all this construction. Just look at it. It's glorious. This is for Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift, a brand new outdoor thrill roller coaster that's going to go up and down the hill that Universal Studios sits on. They've been adding lots of different track in the last few months, and supports as well. They just added a new piece of track down the hill. Keep an eye on our website and social media updates for more information. And on your left, if you can still see, on your right, if you can still see, there's lots of construction happening for Super Nintendo World. And a big day in Universal Studios history is March 15th, 1915. That is when our founder, Carl Laemmle, there he is on screen with a bowler hat. He's the founder of Universal Studios, and he opened Universal Studios over 100 years ago. It was the first day that he invited guests onto the lot to watch silent movies being made. It's also the day he founded Universal City, the city on which all of this sits on. Carl Laemmle called Universal City the strangest city in the world because its sole purpose was just to make movies. But just like any city around the country, Universal City has its own zip code, its own sheriff station. We actually have 3 Starbucks. That makes us super official. But one thing we don't have is residents. But we do have, coming up on your right, you may have seen their engine on their way down the hill. It is a real working fire station. On your right, this is Fire Station 51. It gets its name from the 70s TV show Emergency! Exclamation point. Please get a good look. I really hope you got a good look at Fire Station 51 and the fire engine at the street, because they're some of the only real things you're going to see on the tour today. Now, the Universal lot, which is over 400 acres large, which we're visiting today, is divided into 2 sections. The first section is the front lot. The second section is the back lot. We will be visiting the front lot first. It's made up of offices, pre- and post-production facilities, and massive warehouse-like buildings called sound stages. Productions heavily utilize sound stages. Around 90% of all filming happens inside of sound stages, and sound stages are mainly used for interior scenes. There's very few scenes that take place that are outdoor scenes that are built inside sound stages, but they do happen. On your left, as we make our way down the hill, you'll see the largest soundstage at Universal. It's Soundstage 12. Here's a few productions that have used Soundstage 12. Frankenstein, Dracula, Tony Montana said this in Soundstage 12. And if you're a Jurassic Park fan, they built the entire visitor center set inside of Soundstage 12. It's almost 30,000 square feet. As we enter the front lot, on your left, you'll see even more sound stages. There's over 30 sound stages in total here at Universal Studios. And first up on your left, you'll see 11 and 10 currently being used for the recent Emmy Award winner for Best Comedy, Hacks, that stars Jean Smart in her Emmy Award winning role of Deborah Vance, and also stars Hannah Einbinder. But the door for Soundstage 10 is wide open. Take a look inside. And Soundstage 9, they have a massive indoor forest set for Ted at the moment. And you can see that they use real plants. Hi, y'all. They use real plants to... Oh. I think I can talk now. Soundstage 9, they were filming the Ted series. All those planets that you saw, they're filming some Fantasy 4 sequence. Spoiler, but they're filming. But on your left, you'll see the base camp for Hacks, that Emmy award-winning show. This is where the actors hang out before they're called to set around the backlot or on the sound stages. Soundstage 14 on your left, the second largest soundstage at Universal, almost 20,000 square feet. It's been used for many movies. It was a home for Mission Control for Apollo 13. It was The Grinch's Lair for How the Grinch Stole Christmas, starring Jim Carrey and Jurassic Park fans. They filmed the scene where the Brontosaurus sneezes on Lex inside the soundstage full. But recently, it's being used for Bel Air, a dramatic retelling of the Fresh Prince of Bel Air from the 90s. It's where they built the Bel Air Academy interior sets. And Bel Air is part of NBC Universal's long TV history. It goes back 85 years. Here's a few more examples of NBC TV. Some of the shows you see on your screens were filmed in sound stages we were passing by on your right. 16 and 17 currently being used for Loot. It's on Apple TV Plus. It stars Maya Rudolph. 1617 recently used for Based on a True Story, a Peacock series starring Kelly Cuoco of The Big Bang Theory. And if you're a fan of Never Have I Ever, which is on Netflix, stars by Trey Ramakrishnan, created by Mindy Kaling. They use sound stages 16 and 17. But it's our first celebrity sighting. What's up, ladies? Woo! And look at your friends. Say hello to the minions. Soundstage 19 coming up on your right. Currently, it was recently used for a Ted Danson starring show on Netflix. It's called The Man on the Inside. It's from creator Mike Shore of Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Parks and Rec. But we go from Ted Danson, Soundstage 19 on your right, to Ted Drinkin' on your left. What's up, Ted? Raise a drink. And toast Ted if you have one. He's drinking my favorite brand, beer. But Ted's been very busy on the back lot. Behind Ted, you'll see these bungalows. These are production bungalows, offices for people behind some of your favorite movies and TV shows, like Mark Platt Productions. They've adapted the hit Broadway musical Wicked to the big screen. Wicked Part 1 is out in theaters right now. Has anyone seen Wicked? I've seen it twice. I have some friends that have seen it 5 times. Not enough. But Wicked Part 2 is coming out November 21st, 2025, and it's now titled For Good. If you haven't seen Wicked, here's a sneak peek from
Hey,
Dr.
Studio
John
Tour.
and Chu.
You're seeing a lot of behind-the-scenes movie-making magic today, showing you up close how filmmakers, like me, bring our dreams to the big screen. After your tour, the magic of Wicked continues at Universal Studios Hollywood, where you can experience photo ops, props, and costumes from the film, and fun bites and drinks from Shiz and Emerald City. But first, here's a look at Wicked.
Okay, I gotta turn this sound down. I'll let the clip play, but we're about to enter that quiet zone I mentioned earlier. If you can see ahead, there's a massive crane down the way in front of the Metro sets. That's where all the setup for the commercial is. We're gonna see the commercial shoot twice. So have your cameras out ready. I'll see you after the quiet zone when we head to Skull Island from King Kong.
That movie on TV when I was about...
As we head to Skull Island, please remain seated. Keep your hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times and hold on to all your belongings, especially if you're near the outside the tram. If you have any loose items, put them in your bag, put them on your inside pocket, because Skull Island will get bumpy. Again, Skull Island will get bumpy. And please take pictures and video, but please no flash photography. And enjoy your adventure to Skull Island. survived Skull Island? Who got spit on by a dinosaur? Raise your hands. Great, take that head, rub it in. It's the fountain of youth. I'm 85 years old, Katie. You can take off your 3D glasses and hold on to them. You don't need them until the very end of the tour. And they make for terrible sunglasses. Alright, what you just experienced was projected on some of the world's largest 3D projection screens. They stand at 40 feet tall and are 180 feet wide. And we're entering the quiet zone again. If you weren't able to get pictures of this commercial shoot, get them now. It's the last time you're going to see it. I'll see you at the end of the quiet zone.
영화 배우가 여기서 스튜디오에서 찍잖아. 대기실 있어야 될 거 아니야. 트레일러 안에 보면 화장실도 있고 다 있는 침대도 있고. 재미없어가지고 미안하 싶거든. 막판에 재밌어지고.
On your left, you can see Soundstages 30 and 31, where they filmed The Voice. They finished season 26. They crowned the winner. But one of the coaches this past season was a single mom who works 2 jobs, who loves her kids and never stops. Reba McEntire was a coach on The Voice for the last few seasons, and she's very booked and blessed here at Universal because next door in Soundstages 32 and 33, she filmed a new sitcom while doing The Voice at Happy's Place. Girl's been working for decades. We love this for her. But on your left, in front of Soundstages 32 and 33, you'll see, well, it's currently drained. It's called the Hollywood Ocean, but they're currently doing some maintenance on it. When it's filled up, it's used for open water scenes for many productions over the years. The movie musical Showboat, Jurassic Park 3, Desperate Housewives. But the Hollywood Ocean on your left was once home to the creature from the Black Lagoon, where it played the Amazon River. But you can tell that this is not the Amazon River. It's LA, because behind the creature from the Black Lagoon is the Hollywood Hills you've been staring at all day. They gotta work harder, not smarter, because, you know, time is money here in Hollywood. Now, the creature from the Black Lagoon celebrating its 70th anniversary this year, and it's part of Universal's monster movies, monster movie lineup. They're legendary. They put the studio on the map from the 1930s to the 1950s, and it all really started with Dracula in 1931. That started Bela Lugosi. Many of those first monster movies that Universal released were filmed in this area we're visiting now. It's called Little Europe.
gentlemen, hands up and indoors and wait for me. I'm ready! Your torches and go!
Hey, everyone on the tram, say hi to this VIP guy. His name is Ed. Hi, Ed! There you go.
Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman, right, Frankenstein.
The Mummy.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame. The Invisible Man. Phantom of the Opera. Classic films. They're just brilliant. That Frankenstein image, flathead, it's one of the great icons of the world. That to me was like the essence of the universal horror film. I was just mesmerized by it. Boris Karloff, Lon Chaney.
I remember the original Universal Studios Mummy movie really scaring me.
They still ring in our memories now. We love them.
And back in 1931, the Dracula that we all know and love, that starred Bela Lugosi, was not the only Dracula Universal made that year. It was their very first big movie with sound. It was the beginning of the sound era, so Universal wanted to try something new since they didn't have subtitles like they did with silent films. So they filmed two versions of Dracula, one in English, the one we know, and they filmed another version with the same sets and costumes, but with a completely different cast and crew in Spanish. There's two versions of Dracula in 1931, and they're very different from each other because the US version, the English version, had a lot of standards and practices they had to follow. Not the same as the Spanish version, but take a look at these clips from the English and Spanish versions of Dracula.
I am Dracula. Soy Dracula. I never drink. Why? Yo nunca bebo.
Little Europe also used for many Disney movies, like their adaptation of Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella, that starred Brandy Whitney Houston, the Disney's first Filipino Disney prince, Paulo Montalban, and they used Little Europe for Genovia for All Quiet. They used for Little Europe as Genovia for The Princess Diaries 2, a royal engagement that starred Anne Hathaway and Julie Andrews, and Disney was not done. No, they also used Little Europe for two Pirates of the Caribbean movies. The first movie, they used Little Europe as Port Royal and Tortuga. They came back for Dead Man's Chest to just use it for Tortuga. But all the way back in 1929, Little Europe played Germany for All Quiet on the Western Front. That was Universal's very first Academy Award for Best Picture. But since then, Universal has racked up many Academy Awards for Best Picture. They won for Hamlet, which starred and directed by Laurence Olivier. The Sting, that starred Paul Newman, Robert Redford. Out of Africa, Schindler's List, directed by Steven Spielberg. Russell Crowe starred in two Best Picture winners back-to-back. First with Gladiator, and the second with A Beautiful Mind. And our most recent Best Picture winner, Oppenheimer, which used Soundstage 19. He filmed most of Oppenheimer. Christopher Nolan, director, filmed most of Oppenheimer, what we call on location and real locations around the world in America. But for Oppenheimer, they filmed the Oval Office scenes with Gary Oldman in Soundstage 19, which we passed by earlier, but they didn't build the Oval Office sets. No, they rented them. And they rented them from a TV show. Can anyone guess? It's always the West Wing, but no, it's not the West Wing. It's a show that you wouldn't guess, really. It's Veep. Christopher Nolan borrowed the White House sets from Veep. So if you're a Veep fan and a Christopher Nolan fan, the circle, the Venn diagram is a circle. Well, folks, I know some of you have been at Universal for quite a few hours, so let's take a break and relax at the beach on Amity Island from Jaws. But they had a shark problem recently. No, not anymore. My friend George just caught the shark. There it is on your right. George is scuba diving in the water next to that police boat. But everyone, please remain seated. Keep your hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times. Hold on to all your belongings as we visit Amity Island. Look how, oh, you hear that music? Oh no, there's another shark. It's going straight for George. Folks, we need to warn George. On the count of three, shout George. 1, 2, 3, George! George, get back in the boat. Get back in the boat, George! Oh, no, George, no. And it was 2 days from the holiday. Oh my goodness. Don't worry, kids. George is fine. That's not blood. That's Fanta. George likes to pack Fanta on his knives. Don't worry about George. We need to worry about you. Oh my goodness. Amazing thinking, Jessica. Let's hide our guests behind these massive barrels of gasoline. Jump scare. You all just survived an encounter with Jaws. Now, contrary to popular belief, Jaws is not a great white shark. I know. Get a good look at Jaws on your way. Once you get a good look at Jaws, you'll realize that Jaws is a plastic shark. Keep looking at Jaws. So talented, the only shark in the world that can do the backstroke. Now, our shark here works very well for us. Control it easily. Unlike the sharks in the original production of Jaws, those sharks broke down constantly. Delayed production by over 100 days. So much that they had to push the release date back from winter 1974 to summer 1975, which was unheard of at the time. But when Jaws was finally released, it became the world's very first summer blockbuster. But one thing Universal can control is the weather. We have our world-famous weather demonstration here in Old Mexico. Once we get the position, we'll get the weather demonstration started, and you'll see it on your left.
You're going to show us the weather.
The lightning is just created by strobe lights. The thunder you hear coming from speakers close by. We call that live playback on set. But what is lightning and thunder without a little rain? Here at Universal Studios Hollywood, we use only the most advanced, most expensive rainmaking technology available in the business. We call them sprinklers. Very high tech, these sprinklers. You're used to seeing them in the ground. We put them up high here. We put them on top of buildings, along the trees, on top of telephone poles, shoot the water out, and gravity brings it back down. But again, this is very expensive technology, so we only have the budget to make it rain on your left. No, don't look at your right. No, it's bone dry over there. You couldn't afford it. Keep looking on your left for the flash flood. Take cover. Remain seated. Oh my goodness. Oh, folks, I am so sorry. I forgot to remind you, if you're sitting in a blue seat, you might get wet. Made you look, they're all blue. Here's the flash flood as seen in the comedy Big Fat Liar.
You can't run the wolf, kid!
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Hang on, funny
Lady Gaga used the flash flood for her music video for Judas. Look it up online. Lady Gaga stood in the middle of that flash flood in 8-inch heels, which is impressive, right? Because I could only do it in 6. Thank you, Car One. Let's stay together for the whole night. We have said adios to Old Mexico, and we're now saying howdy to the Old West. Welcome to 6 Points, some of the most historic still standing sets on the Backlot, first constructed for silent era westerns. Got its name because 6 Points was originally 6 identical streets, each with its own bank, hotel, and saloon. That's because Carl Laemmle and Universal wanted to crank out over as many westerns as they could that first year. 6 Points was open. And they did. They cranked out over 200 movies before the year was done. But folks, we are currently at the halfway mark of the studio tour. I want to remind you the studio is private property. And if at any time during the tour you drop your phone or you need to use the restroom because the butterbeer is starting to hit, pull the right cord to get my attention and I'll be back to help. But please remain seated. You might notice that the doors here at 6 Points are different sizes on your right and your left. That is not a mistake. That is a filmmaking trick called forced perspective. Forced perspective tricks the camera into thinking things are larger or smaller than they actually appear. And they will put Western stars like John Wayne, Kirk Douglas in front of the small doors and shoot them at an angle that made them look taller. It really helped their egos. John Wayne really needed it. But here's a real Western shootout that was shot on 6 Points.
This town ain't big enough for the both of us, Jimmy Fallon.
Well, I ain't going anywhere, Jimmy Fallon.
Now look here. Nice folks in this tram don't want no trouble. They just want to check out 6 Points, one of the oldest sets on the Universal line.
I heard this where John Wayne and Jimmy Stewart shot a few of their westerns.
That's right. That's where I aim to shoot you.
Looks like we got ourselves a Mexican standoff. Lucky shot.
Now what say you mount up and get out of town when we're getting good?
All right. Well, I'll see you again, Fallon.
Well, you can count on it, pal. And get
This is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
We just have to talk it out, that's all.
As we leave 6 Points behind, we're getting another great look at Amity Island, which for 12 seasons played Cabot Cove in the Angela Lansbury hit TV show Murder, She Wrote. But we're leaving Cabot Cove behind, heading into the more residential area of the Backlot. Coming up on your right, you'll see the Chicken Ranch, first built and used for the best little whorehouse in Texas that starred Dolly Parton. It's a movie musical. The Chicken Ranch is what we call a practical set. They can film on the inside and outside like it's a real house. But as we go up the hill, you'll see the Chicken Ranch has a neighbor, this yellow house, but you'll notice that its neighbor is not a complete house. It's just a wall. That's another type of set we call a facade. You only have to build what the camera sees. On your left, you'll see the entrance to Colonial Street, which played Wisteria Lane for many seasons of Desperate Housewives. But this greenhouse, folks, kids, on your left, this greenhouse, it's a moment you've all been waiting for. That's Matlock's house. Yeah! Now, all kidding aside, on your left, if you're a big Back to the Future fan like me, here's the signs for the Lion Estates. Now, these Lion Estates signs are not the originals. These are replicas that were made by very diehard fans, more diehard than me, for the 30th anniversary of the first film, and they gifted them to Universal Studios, and now we have them out for everyone to see. One of the executive producers of Back to the Future is the great Steven Spielberg. We're actually on his road, his very own road here at Universal. It's the longest road here on the whole property. You're gonna see the street sign coming up on your right if you want to take a picture. But we are currently 15 minutes away from the end of the studio tour. We'll be back at the theme park shortly. I'll remind you, the studio is private property, and if you need to use a phone, use the restroom, or you drop your phone, pull the brake cord and I'll be back to help. But please remain seated. Get your cameras out, because we're gonna see Universal picture cards from Universal's collection. They're gonna be on your right and your left. Lots to see, so I'm gonna start on the left, go to the right, and go back to the left. So, there's a gyrosphere from Jurassic World on your left, and on your right, there's Biff Tannen's car from Back to the Future, a Ford Deuce Coupe from American Graffiti, the Fry's Electronics van from Nope, the Ford Anglia from Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, and on your left, Fast and Furious fans, is Dominic Toretto's Black Dodge Charger along with other Fast and Furious vehicles. Woo. It's been quite the tour, folks. We've been to Skull Island, the Wild West, Amity Island. Let's check into the Bates Motel from Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. And look, there's Norman. He's the owner of the Bates Motel, well, co-owner. He co-owns it with his mom. They live in that house behind the motel up the hill. Well, it's right about check-in time, but I guess there's a late checkout happening. He's a very meticulous man, Norman Bates. He wants to make sure everything is covered. Look at that. That's amazing service. That's 4 stars right there. He takes you straight to the trunk of your car, which is the most comfortable, in my opinion. But let's check in. Everyone say hi, Norman. You have room for 165 guests? We're really tired. Oh no, what's that look? Oh no, bad vibes. Ooh, no, 1 star. 1 star. 1 star review on TripAdvisor. Everybody, pull up TripAdvisor. Give him 1 star. Let's get out of here, Jessica. Oh no. Oh no, not fast enough. Car 4, look out! No! Ooh, that's some good maneuvering back, bro. Norman, I'm so disappointed in you. I'm telling your mom, but I'm also gonna tell Santa you're on the naughty list. But let's head up the cycle path and say hi to Mother Bates. She should be on the 2nd floor, chilling by her favorite window, making sure Norman makes good choices. She's not gonna be happy about what just happened. Oh, the disappointment. There's no other disappointment like a mother's disappointment. There she is. I know. I've been telling her to put on some sunscreen. She ran out of dinosaur spit, so she's looking a little stiff right now. But we are leaving the Bates Motel and the Psycho House behind, entering the most massive and impressive set on the backlot. This is the airplane crash set from Steven Spielberg and Paramount Pictures' War of the Worlds. Unlike many things you've seen on the tour, which are fake, like fake buildings, this is a very real, decommissioned 747 from the 70s. Here's Steven Spielberg and production designer Rick Carter to tell you more.
The airplane crash site is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision that Steven had.
When we first began to sit down to talk about War of the Worlds, I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep your eyes on me. Listen, listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Now close. Robbie, get in. Get in.
This airplane only cost Steven Spielberg and Paramount Pictures $60,000 to buy from an airplane graveyard in the Mojave Desert. But it cost them an additional $200,000 to bring it over here to the Universal backlot. Wow, $200,000, folks. They always get you with the shipping and handling. But this whole set is a replica of a real New Jersey neighborhood where they filmed the pre-airplane crash scenes. And you don't really see the airplane crash in the movie. You only see it from a basement, from the perspective of the main characters. And then the next morning they wake up and the airplane has demolished the neighborhood, and it doesn't have a roof. They originally took off the roof so the airplane could fit under freeway overpasses because they were too tall when they were on the flatbed trucks. And they were going to reattach it, attach the roof, but Steven Spielberg liked the look because you don't know what happens to it. You just see the airplane without a roof, without any people, and you let your imaginations fill in the blanks. Because he learned that your imaginations are more terrifying, can fill the space, make things more terrifying than anything he can put on screen. You learned that from Jaws. But Universal has been fortunate enough to partner with visionary filmmakers like Steven Spielberg, and they're excited to partner with Academy Award winner Jordan Peele. We are going to visit Jupiter's Claim, the real set used in Jordan Peele's Nope. It was originally constructed in a valley near Santa Clarita, just north of here. When they finished filming, they disassembled the set and rebuilt it here on your right. This is a showcase of sound design, so it's not going to be about what you see. It's going to be more about what you hear as you visit Jupiter's Claim.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible notion and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Claim, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Jewett Park. Over there, look into the Winky House and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Sheriff. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? It's Flag. A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. Not looking so live. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy, old Rush Frontier town lies a Welcome to the world of no.
I'll tell you who I am, boy. I'm the reason bad guys use a nightlight. I'm the reason the boogeyman begs his mama to look under his bed. And I'm the reason you just lost control of this whole operation. My name is Special Agent Luke Hobbs of the U.S. Diplomatic Security Service. And as of 16.9 seconds ago, I'm the man in charge.
The hell you are.
Let me clue you in on two things, sweet cheeks.
And those two things are that Owen Shaw, the leader of a criminal syndicate, is after an FBI witness in the tram, and Luke Hobbs has just told me that the FBI witness's name is Haley in car 1. Oh my goodness, Haley, you've been sitting in front of me this whole time. We have to get Haley, the FBI witness, to a safe location. Everyone, please remain seated. Keep your hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times, and hold on to all your belongings as we protect Haley, the FBI witness.
Nice to meet you. Buddy Hobbs asked us to stash you sharp for a while. Brought you in our secret spot.
Alright, look guys, we're gonna keep Shaw from finding you, but to keep you safe, we need your help. We don't want the syndicate tracking us here, so put away your cameras and turn off your cell phones. One flash or one ringtone can give us away.
I need y'all to take this real serious.
Okay, pull us to the next day.
You heard Roman and Letty. No flash pictures as we protect Haley, the FBI witness in car 1. We're gonna hide out in this club. I know we all started out as strangers at the beginning of the tour, but look around. In the club, we're all fam.
Everybody out! This is the FBI! Turn that music off!
This is what we're doing. This is the race day after party. And where the other?
Roman Pierce, FBI, don't move.
Them?
That's right, party's over.
You know how long I took to iron this shirt, man? I'm not.
You're under arrest right now.
Ladies, just back up a little bit. I got it. It's lightweight. First of all, I don't work for you.
Oh, really? Well, tell me, Roman, who do you work for?
We don't work for nobody. Cop, I suggest you clear out of here, otherwise we can't guarantee your safety.
Guarantee my safety? I'm the one holding the gun.
Yeah, but mine's a whole lot bigger than yours.
Hobbs, escort this novice out.
Let's go, Cookie Puss.
You got an ugly suit on, man. It's cheap.
Somebody out there really pissed off Shaw.
Dang, Haley.
It's gonna get ugly fast.
Yeah, don't worry. Lucky for you, our whole family will protect you.
Are you kidding me, Roman? You didn't shut off your phone, bro?
I gotta call you back. I'm in the middle of tonight.
See what I'm talking about?
Call you back.
Man.
It was on vibrate.
Shaw traced us. Hobbs can't hold him forever. Letty, Roman, we're up. Driver, move that vehicle.
Her name is Jessica Blue.
It's about to get real interesting. My Mona Lisa's all warmed up right next door.
Roman, grab your truck. I need you and Letty ready to roll.
We're gonna hide in tram and the FBI witness Haley in car 1 in the most secure location at Universal Studios Hollywood. This is the basement of the Jurassic Parking garage. Owen Shaw will never find us or Haley, the FBI witness, in here. But just in case, everybody protect your eyes and put on your 3D glasses. Please put on your 3D glasses now. In the very small chance that we do see Owen Shaw, do not tell Owen that Haley, the FBI witness, is in the front row in car 1. We are a family now, okay? We must stick together. There's 10 of these movies. What do they talk about? Family. So don't tell Owen that Haley is...
Which one of you is the witness? Speak now or you all get fried!
This is our turn.
After them!
Okay, guys, it's showtime. Hobbs, cover the left.
Oh, this thing isn't moving fast enough.
This
Oh my goodness, Haley, I'm so sorry. I had a moment of weakness. My mom didn't listen as much as I did. I have a silly job, though. It's a silly, silly job.
Good job, everybody. You protected the witness and you can resume breathing.
Now, my Mona Lisa got messed up a little bit, but it's all good. We got through it. Y'all held us down. Appreciate it.
They say the bigger the family, the stronger it is. You guys did good out there. And you're welcome to join our crew anytime.
The Fast and Furious is part of Universal's long history of bringing incredible stories to life on the screen. We've been doing it for over 100 years. And we hope to keep making incredible stories for all of you to enjoy for the next 100. But Universal Destinations and Experiences has been bringing these incredible stories to life for all of you to experience in person for over 60 years. And we have grown into so much more since the studio tour first opened 60 years ago, including 7 theme parks around the world and the upcoming Universal Epic Universe opening in 2025. If you want to purchase or download any of the movies or TV shows you saw on the tour today, visit uphe.com or go inside any of our retail stores. If you'd like to upgrade your one-day ticket to an annual pass, you can do that at the Universal box office. But we are nearing the end of the world-famous studio tour, so let's let the credits roll, and everyone please give a big round of applause to our driver, Jessica! Woo! Thanks, Jessica, for getting us around safely and protecting the FBI witness. Haley, no thanks in part to me, your snitch and tour guide, Eric, what's up? Oh, thanks, Garwan. Thank you. Oh my gosh, y'all have been so fun. Seriously, so much fun today. As a thank you for that lovely reception, here's a tip. Download the Universal Studios Hollywood app for everything you need to know for the rest of your day. And don't miss Waterworld. You can see the showtimes for Waterworld on the Universal app. And it looks great at night. We also have the Christmas tree lighting ceremonies tonight in the Universal Plaza. Please remain seated until we come to a complete stop. They open the gates on your left, deposit your 3D glasses in the blue bins, and watch your step as you exit the tram. And enjoy the rest of your day at Universal Studios Hollywood. I'll be by the boards to answer any questions or to give you a little Korean heart on your way out. All right, folks, have a great day. Feliz Navidad. Maligayang Pasko. Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah. Have fun, y'all.
재미없다가 재미없을 때 재미있는 게 보죠.